Farmer in the dell, the farmer.
Hello everyone, today I wanted to share with you some baby activities and toys for ages 4 months to about 8 months, and of course this age range can change and you can use it with younger or older babies. And the activities and toys that I have here, I like to get things that are open-ended, which encourage exploration and discovery, and in which the child is in total control of the item that they are playing with. And so I don't like buying things in which the child is overstimulated with sound, like toys that have these sounds that go off, or toys that flash lights at them. I feel like these toys are overstimulating and don't really encourage imagination, because everything is just happening right in front of them. They're not really having control of the toy. So these are the things that I have here for the baby. So let's start over here with these puppet gloves. These puppet gloves are great because you can tell stories, and it's a fun time in which you can share a good time with your baby, telling them nursery rhymes, singing songs, and it's a really nice time to bond with the baby. I think it's important that every day you are bonding, doing some type of singing, telling poems, nursery rhymes with mommy and baby, with daddy and baby, and that way the child already starts developing vocabulary skills and language skills that are going to serve them later. Okay, let's move on to the next activity. This is one that I made. I had this wooden box at home. It's a regular wooden box, and you can use a cardboard box. And then I got these wooden balls at the craft store. I got them at Michael's Arts and Craft Store. You can get them at your local craft store. And then I've attached some Velcro on the balls and on the box here. And then the child is going to be pulling these off. And for some reason, they love this. They love pulling things off at this age. And they love hearing the sound, and they love to be able to see that they are able to do something, and they're working on that palmar grasp, because right now they're strengthening those hands. This is also good for hand-eye coordination as they go towards the ball and they grab the ball. And so I think this is a great activity, and you can easily do it by getting these little balls, and they're very inexpensive at the craft store. And you can have them put in a little basket when they get older. You can count the balls when they get a little older. You can even color these balls in and have them do a color match later on. There's a lot of potential to this activity. You can have them put it back when they get a little older as well, so that they can work on one-to-one correspondence. So this activity can really grow with the child. All right, moving on to these little sensory bottles that I make for the kids. And I made a video on the sensory bottles that I made. Here I have one that I want to show you today, because this is the one that my baby's loving the most right now. This one has rice, black and white rice. It has lentils in there. And the baby loves seeing the movement of the rice. And so they love making the sounds, being able to see that they can make sound by moving this little bottle. I've made a video on the different bottles that I make for the babies, and I'll link that below for you guys. Here I have these fidget blocks, and these are fun because the children can explore and see the different things that these little blocks have on here, and they absolutely love it. I feel that they really do encourage exploration and discovery. Here's another one, and here there's different textures on here. They can pull on this little rope. Here's another part of it. Little buttons you can press, and so the child is like really exploring this little item here. So I'll link all of these items below in the description box so that you can know where I got them, and you can get them as well if you wanted to.
Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock.
little ball that I've had with all 4 of my kids. For some reason, they love these balls where they have a little ball inside and they can see the little ball rolling, and they love making the sound and seeing the little ball roll inside. So that's really a favorite here. Here's another favorite that we've had for so many years now, and this is a little piano, little xylophone, and they love being able to make the sounds. And they do it with their hands as well. So this is a favorite one here. So it's not like a piano or a xylophone that just goes off and the sounds are distracting. No, they have to actually do something to the item so that it can make a sound. So, and they're in control of it. Once they stop, the sound stops. So those are the type of toys that are open-ended. Here's another one. I took a wipes container and I put in here some play scarves. It's gonna be hard pulling it out, but I'll show my baby here using them. So I have different color play silks in there, and then the child pulls them out. You can go over colors, sing the little color song, and they absolutely love seeing the silks come out of here. It's really, really fun for them. Moving on to the next activity. Here I have some sensory cards, and I made a video on how I made these sensory cards, and you can use these with even little infants that are 1-2 months old. You can put them down on the floor and have them look at these. I try to use high contrast so that it's really something that they can enhance their visual sense, and then they can touch and feel the different textures on these. These are sensory cards. And there's lots of different ones that I have here, different textures that the child can feel. And this is really great. I think it really enhances discovery, exploration, imagination. Here's a mirror. This is a great one. They love looking at themselves. And so it goes on, and there's so many different ones in here. And I'll link a video below where you can see how I made it and you can create your own. All right, moving on to the next one here. Here are some sensory balls, and they have different textures, they're different sizes, and right now is a time in which babies are teething. These are BPA-free balls, and they love rolling these balls and chasing after them if they're crawling, and just putting these in their mouth and soothing their teething needs at the moment. And I'll link these below so that you know where I got these as well. And what I do is I rotate all of these things out. I'll explain to you at the end of the video, but it's really fun. Here are some bells, and these bells you can attach to their hands or to their feet, and then they can move when they move around. They're able to see the sounds that it makes, and it's a really fun thing for them. Here's another one that they could grab and shake. And so bells is something that they love for some reason. They love the sound. They love looking at them. They're shiny. And my baby's really loving these right now. Here's another one. This is really simple. I talked about interest-led learning. Interest-led learning is when you watch your child and you see what they're interested in and you create an activity out of. So this one's really interest-led because we were opening up a gift the other day, and the baby was really interested into the tissue paper. So I created a little bin of tissue paper for him to play with and to feel. Of course, I'm going to be there watching him so he doesn't put it in his mouth. But it's just, you know, going after those interests that the child has, because every single interest is a learning opportunity. And so they love hearing the sound that the tissue paper makes. They love looking at it. They love feeling it in their hands. So it's following those interests and making activities out of it. And you see, you don't have to buy all these fancy toys. You can make an activity out of anything you have in your house. Okay, so I think I've covered the main activities that I am doing here with my baby that I'm doing at the moment. I hope you have enjoyed the video. I rotate these out in our little pack and play while we do our homeschooling with the older kids, and he's absolutely loving all of these things. A lot of these things we also just do together on our little baby time that we have together. So he doesn't do all of these on his own, but something like the fidget blocks he does on his own, the sensory bottles, the piano, maybe the scarves, the balls, he does on his own, and I rotate these, and he is having so much fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Please look below in the description box so that you can see where you can get these items, and also look forward to sharing with you what I do with children that are 8 months to 12 months so that you can get more ideas as the child starts working on those fine motor skills. There's so many more activities for that age range. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please remember to subscribe, and until the next video, bye bye.